What's up, oh faceless one?
What's going on? Let me see what this.
Just enough, man. Give me a minute. I got a couple of things I need to just make sure are working right, and I'll be back with you. Where did you go, Joe DiMaggio? Good evening and happy Tuesday to everyone. Welcome to Juke Joint Sports. I am one of your hosts, Edward Willis, and we are awaiting the re-arrival of my co-host, Lance Harkey. Lance is having some technical difficulties. He was with us and it's gone. We're at separate locations for this particular broadcast this Tuesday. And I do believe we're about to be joined by that young man. Well, I was tricked again. So we're still having a few technical difficulties, but just wanted to say a couple of things before Lance joins us. Baltimore, Buffalo is one of the best games I've seen in years. I hate the fact that the game somewhat was decided by a fumble that really shifted, I believe, the outcome of the game. I feel bad for Derrick Henry. because he otherwise had just an incredible game. But I can see those two teams at the end of the year battling it out for a trip to the Super Bowl. And don't know if that game's going to be in Baltimore. Don't know if it's going to be in Buffalo. I don't think it matters. I think when they played last year, Mark Andrews had a drop. Otherwise, they still be playing. This year, to start the season, Derrick Henry fumbles after running for almost 200 yards otherwise. And I think Baltimore wins the game. These two teams are very close. And I think they're both better than Kansas City at this point. Long season, so things can change. I think they're both better than Kansas City right now, though. And I don't know. I don't know of anyone else in the AFC that has the ability to actually to beat them if you're either going to have to play in Buffalo or you're going to have to play in Baltimore. I think to beat either of those teams, you're going to need home field advantage. And even if you have home field advantage, I think you're going to have to play your best game to beat either of those teams as they're constituted right now. Injuries happen. Injuries can change a lot of things. But right now, Baltimore and Buffalo are the two best teams in the AFC. That's just an overview. Lance, what do you think about that statement about Baltimore and Buffalo being the two best teams in the AFC right now?
Right now, I agree with you. Um, I don't know. They're the best two. They're the best two. It's going to be very interesting when it gets down. I like that Buffalo is building a new stadium. So next year
Yeah.
the ice won't bother them. That's the only thing
Well,
I like.
there's going to be no roof on that stadium.
No, the new
It's
one it
going
is.
no, it's open air.
For real,
No
for
roof,
real?
man. For real, for real. Yeah, they're
That don't
keeping
make
that
sense.
element of it. Yeah, they're keeping that element of it. They are raising it. So the current stadium, one of my best friends grew up within bicycle distance of the current stadium. You know, grew up in Buffalo. A lot of his family still lives there. And his brother actually has a contract to drive a snowplow on the streets around the stadium so people have places to park when they come to the game.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the current stadium is in a bowl, more or less. It's dug down into the ground. So the new stadium is going to be elevated, supposedly to help block some of the wind. So the wind isn't whipping down into the bowl and whipping around.
Uh-huh.
If they build the sides up, they're hoping to block some of the wind. But who knows? You never
It has
know
to come
what's
over
going to
the
happen.
top.
Yeah, that's what they're hoping for. You're still going to get snow. You're still going to get snow like crazy
Yeah.
in there. So it's still going to be cold as all heck in November, December, and January. So I
Is
don't
they
know.
gonna make it like Seattle?
I don't. I
Seattle
don't
rain
know. I
covers
haven't looked
most of
at.
the fans.
Yeah, yeah. Seattle. That's a unique. Whoever did that knew exactly what they were doing, and they did it right because that place is loud. All the sound stays in the stadium. None of it escapes the
Correct.
stadium. Kansas City's also like that, and I don't know. Kansas City's built different. Their stadium's built differently than Seattle, but you somehow have the same effect. It seems
Hmm.
like all the sound stays in the stadium. None of it escapes. I don't know. Seattle's the loudest place I've ever heard. I've
That's
never
what I
even
hear.
heard anything like that. You know, maybe maybe LSU, Baton Rouge, maybe. Those are the two places that had verifiable earthquake games.
Earthquake games?
Yeah, because in both those stadiums, the noise got loud enough that it registered on the Richter scale, like there was an earthquake happening in both places during a football game.
Hmm.
I thought you knew this. You
No, I
should
didn't.
Google, while we're talking, you should Google LSU earthquake game real quick. It'll make you
Oh,
laugh. Because I think it
I,
was against Alabama. I believe it was against Alabama back in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. And, people in the stands thought the whole stadium was just going to crash down to the ground. It was shaking so much from the noise.
not many of us know about the stadiums. Just like I didn't know that Boston Red Sox stadium is dug down into the ground
Right.
and then build up around it. I didn't
Yeah.
know that until just
Oh,
recently.
yeah. 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 The people, I don't know if those apartments still exist, but I know back in the 1990s, late 1990s, when I visited Boston, visited a friend of, well, my girlfriend's friend, went to
Uh-huh.
see her, and she had an apartment. These are old apartments. They may be torn down by now. We're 25, 26 years down the road. She could literally simply, I think it was her bedroom window, if I remember correctly. She could watch the game
Oh wow.
because she was like on the third floor. She could literally
Like
watch the game, and of course, she could hear everything perfectly.
like they do at the Chicago Cubs game.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, exactly. Very similar
They
to
can
that.
watch the game.
Yeah. So, which I think is that's a neat experience. But I was thinking there are a couple of college stadiums. I want to say Colorado's one of them. I want to say maybe no. I was going to say University of California, but I don't think so. I don't think that hill is high enough where you could just
Hmm.
go sit on a hill there
I remember
outside the
that.
stadium and watch the game.
I
And
remember
I think it's Colorado that has something like that for sure.
I remember when I was living in Austin, I used to get they used to sell the end zone seats for $5.
Hmm.
And then Ricky Williams came and the price went up sky high. You had the Heisman Trophy man there. So they were good at that time. So it's interesting.
Yeah,
But
it is.
that Buffalo game kind of upset me. I'm a Baltimore fan, but I'm really not upset. I mean, we could have closed the deal. Henry fumble. I didn't realize how fast Henry was. He left
Oh my
that
God.
guy. He left that guy behind after about three strides.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They tried to
And
make
then the
they
guy,
said the
the
guy
guy acted like
was
he
only a
was
four
tripping.
seven guy though. Oh yeah, you're gonna act like you're falling down, like you're off balance.
That
You know, make up for the fact
was
that you're
funny.
simply not that fast, right?
Right. But I mean either if either one of them lost, I don't think it was such a big deal. This, like you say,
No,
16 more games to go.
exactly. Yeah, and I think both of those teams, again, nothing changes, barring injury, catastrophic kind of injuries. I think those two teams are going to be the ones at the end of the year
I mean,
playing for the Super Bowl.
we do need some more cornerbacks and safeties.
You're talking
But
about
we'll
on Baltimore or who? What do you mean?
On Baltimore, especially if you're gonna play
Uh
man, you got to
not
get it
not
going.
their safeties are as good as anybody's. Um, and in fact, I would argue they have the best free safety. And he's really kind of he's not a true free safety. They moved him there last year because they were having problems. He's really
Uh-huh.
more of a box safety, but he can play both. I think he's the best safety in football.
Well, their
Period.
cornerbacks didn't act like it. Our CBs didn't act like it.
Give them give them to week 5. And
Yeah.
I do this every year with the NFL. Get me to week 5, and by that time, teams have developed their personality of who they are. what they can
Right.
do, how they're going to play,
Five,
all
six.
of those things, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere in that range. You'll kind of know who they are. Now, people, teams can change a little bit from time to time. Cincinnati did last year, and they made that late run trying to get into the playoffs. But usually,
Yeah.
somewhere 5 or 6, you kind of know what you got. So that'll be very interesting for a number of teams. Pittsburgh being one of them, because I want to
Everything.
see if they can sustain offensively, in particular, if they can sustain what they did against New York.
Didn't they just trade for a new running back, another running back?
If they did, I missed it. What did it happen today?
No, it was like yesterday or so. Maybe
Okay.
been, I can't remember. Should have caught it. I should have wrote it down at the time I saw it. It might
Hmm.
not have been Pittsburgh. It might be somebody else that traded for a running back.
Okay.
But I think it was Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers he's gonna do what I thought he should do. He's healed up now. All he gotta do is pitch and catch.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's
He
that boy.
they chased him around a little bit more than I thought was healthy for him Sunday. I mean,
Yeah.
he made some decent throws off his back foot and different things like that, but he got chased a lot more than I thought Pittsburgh would want to have him chased around.
Look, Pittsburgh defense didn't look like last year defense.
No, they didn't.
They look more like the Jets defense of last year, and the Jets look like the Pittsburgh defense. Jets look like they were ready to play this year.
Oh, I think they are. I think Aaron Glenn's a heck of a good coach, man. You
Absolutely.
saw the difference. He said jump to Detroit. You saw the difference of not having Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn coordinating your offense and defense.
That's the coach for the New York Jets.
Coach for the Jets was the defensive coordinator in Detroit, and of course, Johnson, who's in Chicago, was the offensive coordinator for Detroit last
Four,
year.
four of the black coaches, head coaches, in the NFL played each other this weekend. Pittsburgh
Hmm.
and the Jets, and then you had
Right.
Atlanta and Tampa Bay. Both games
Hmm.
were very close,
Oh yeah.
very tight. I think it has a lot to do with the coaching.
Yeah, I mean, coaching and talent. I mean, there's not, well, we'll see. Like I said, game 5 or 6. I don't think there is a wide gap between Pittsburgh and the Jets. I think Pittsburgh is better, but not by a lot. And I think the Jets can get better because I think the Jets quarterback, now that there's nobody looking over his shoulder in New York,
And he
there's
don't
nobody
have to
coming to
hear.
take his job. I think he's going to get better as the year goes on
Yeah, most definitely.
because
Now,
it's his show. Finally, unequivocally, the team is his. And I think that's going to
and
help him tremendously.
that Atlanta quarterback, Pennick, oh my, the kid is second year, right?
Hmm.
Looked awesome. He looked really good. I enjoyed watching him at we got to see the stretch of
Hmm.
it. Yeah, he looked really good.
Well,
Uh,
they've got a shot.
looked a little tired at the end. He got a little tired at the end, but
Is he
he
trying?
looked
Was he
good.
trying to do too much? Was he trying to
Yeah,
run and throw?
yeah, both. Yeah, he was doing
Because,
both.
and that I don't understand because they have two great now third-year running backs on that team, and why they would ever ask him to use his legs, say more
Well,
than 3 or 4 times a game, is beyond me. They've got great running backs,
well,
man.
he dropped back. He didn't see anything, so he take off. It's freshman
Yeah.
jitters. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
His
Yeah,
little antsy.
he needs to get away from that. If he's going to be if his legs are going to be tired in the fourth quarter, well, you throw with
Well,
your legs, man.
he'll get better shape. He'll get in better shape.
Okay. All
Can't
right.
gas yourself out getting like Richard Sherman always say, he take everybody and gas them out.
Well, I mean,
Um,
Atlanta has a chance to make the playoffs if they can just kind
boy,
of get on an even keel and stay there.
that running back for UT from UT, that kid, and this is second or third year.
This is his third year now.
Oh, he's tough. He's good. He's
Yeah,
great.
he is a very good running back. I don't think they, you know, he looks, people think he's like a really slender, light guy. He weighs about 215.
Yeah, he looks
And
slim though.
yeah, he
Mainly
looks
muscle.
slim. And I don't know if they have some idea that they want to limit his carries. Man, that dude is so good. I'm loading him up. I'm an old John McKay guy. I don't know if you remember John McKay,
I
the
remember
old
John
USC
McKay.
coach.
Yeah.
John,
Um,
I think OJ had like 37 carries one game, either against Oregon State or somebody like that. And John McKay was asked about the number of carries that OJ had in the game. And he said, "Why are you worried? The ball's not that heavy."
that's a good one.
You know, I mean, that's kind of old school thinking, but
Yeah.
if you figure you're a prime running back and your name's not Derrick Henry, you got 7, 8 years max in the league.
Well,
You might stick around and be, backup, emergency, whatever after that. But you got 7, 8 years in the league. Man, I'm saying give me the rock.
I used to
If I
love
have,
just giving me the rock and move out the
yeah,
way.
yeah. If you have that kind of talent, let me showcase it. I
Yeah.
mean, these guys at that age, at that stage, they've come through Pop Warner, junior high, high school, college. Man, they know how to run, take a hit, get down. They
Man,
know how
you
to
know
take
what
care
I
of
hate?
themselves.
They run into the right, they run into the left. Put the ball in your left hand. Run into the
Hmm.
right. Put the ball in the right. Take with
That
your
that's
left.
that old that's that old school thinking. You think they still teach that stuff?
No, because Derrick Henry had it in his right hand when he fumbled,
I know.
going to the left.
Yeah.
And all that dude did was swap at his hand, at his wrist,
Yep. Yep.
and got a fumble.
Hmm. I don't think they teach those fundamentals, even at the professional level. I
They
don't think
don't
they teach that the way that they did in the past.
pass. Yeah. Now, did
I
you,
mean, these guys are such freakish athletes. A lot of
yeah.
times they just let them do what they want to do.
What do you feel about the Russell Wilson? I think he got
I
a
think
bad rap.
well, because he was being chased like he had stole something the whole game,
Yep.
or what?
Yeah, he was chased all day.
Yeah, he was.
And
The
it
thing
was
with the thing with Russ is when he is being chased, his performance drops to the level of abysmal. He just
to the
doesn't
level of
have the
what?
ability, abysmal, just very low performance level. He doesn't have the ability like he did when he was younger to escape that stuff with the eye toward making a big play. It just doesn't seem to be in him anymore. It's a step, it's a half step, whatever it is, and the arm strength isn't there like it was in the past either.
Like it
So he
was.
can't bail himself out. Russ is better off
Well,
when he sees that just throwing the ball out of bounds.
he tried a few times. He did do it a few times. But
Hmm.
it's they were screaming for Dart. They want Dart. They want Jackson
Of
Dart.
course, sure
He
they do.
wouldn't have. He would have got destroyed by that team.
You're probably right.
That would have broke his ego.
It may have. I mean, I don't know enough about him. I mean, playing for the coach that he had at the University of Mississippi, I don't think you
Uh,
can be abused. I don't think you can be abused any worse than what a film session with that coach is on a Monday after a Saturday game. So I think his
Mm,
psyche is okay. I just think the game might be too fast for him right now, and that's why they didn't put
it
him in the
is.
game.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I can't wait to
It's
see him because, as I told you back there before the draft, I thought he was the second best quarterback in the draft and close to being the best quarterback in the draft, just based on just raw ability.
ability.
He has he he's an amazing athlete. You don't usually say that against, and please, audience, pardon me for using this language. You usually don't say that about white boys, but
He
he is
was
an amazing athlete.
well.
You know,
They
the guy in Buffalo is an amazing athlete.
yeah. He used to win me a lot of money when he played for Wyoming.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was good in college.
Yeah,
Hey,
but I
so
mean, they were laughing about his throwing motion. Did you see that thing they put up about how he threw when he first
yeah,
came into the league? Oh man, it was a mess.
yeah. Now, how about Parsons? Parsons look good.
I thought he had a good game for 29, 30 snaps, whatever it was.
23.
Yeah. Well, I heard it was 29. Somebody keeps saying
It
29.
might be 23. It might be 29. I could
Yeah,
be
but I mean he had three pressures, one sack, and forced an interception, or they gave him the force on the interception. I don't even know how you judge that, but the NFL, what people that keep stats, they gave him a pressured quarterback into throwing an interception. Maybe that goes towards somebody's bonus or something, maybe his bonus, who knows.
I
But
loved
yeah,
it when
I thought he had a great game though.
he came into the game, the guy that was going out showed him so much love. Like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they was shaking and high fiving.
Oh
Dude, get
yeah.
off the field. They,
But
they were so happy.
that is that's a good thing to see for a guy who's
That was
been there
great.
for a week, right? He's been there for a week
Yeah,
and he's already that close with his teammates. And if the whole team is
exactly.
really like that, if it wasn't, they kind of pumping it up for the cameras. But if it's real, then you have the opportunity to having something really special
That
in Green
was
Bay.
real. That was real. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happened Thursday.
Hmm.
Green Bay against Washington.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Washington scored 21 points on the Giants. And I'll give the
Hmm.
Giants this. The Giants' front four is probably as good as anybody in football.
Correct.
Now, I can't say anything. I don't know that much about their DBs and especially the outside linebackers and stuff like that. But they seem to have played pretty well too. But their front four, they're going to clown some people this year. Dexter Lawrence is as good as the Jones kid in Kansas City. He's as
Hmm.
good as the kid at Philadelphia. I mean, that he's a handful, man. That's a grown man. Big sexy Dexy will get after you.
Mm.
Green Bay comes at you differently because with Parsons, Green Bay comes at you with speed. I don't know if
Yeah,
Washington has anybody on that offensive line. They're going to have to double team Parsons when he's on the field.
I did notice Detroit was blocking man, and then all of a sudden Parsons come in, they doubled them,
Yeah,
put two blockers
exactly.
on them
Right.
after one or two series. Parsons being in. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
like when they jumped Parsons to one side or the other. He should have just stayed on the left side because Galt
Dude,
was throwing
they
to the
had him
right.
lined up. They had him lined up over center one time.
Yeah, because I come to find out their guards were new guards, both guards.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They
So
did lose
that
some guys.
Yeah,
And they
so they
lost their
tried
center.
to
Their
take
center
advantage of it.
retired. Detroit center retired.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what
So,
I forgot who the announcer was, but he did make that statement. He said
hmm
those two guys are very first year with Detroit, and Parsons was going they was going to take advantage of it or
yeah.
attempt to take advantage of it.
Well, they double teamed him when he was lined up over center. They double teamed him.
Yeah. So somebody
So
should shake loose. Somebody should
somebody's
shake
got to
loose.
be free, right? Somebody's got to be running free,
They
and
have
I'd
four
be in.
sacks.
Yeah,
Um,
and
uh,
the guy that I guess will probably end up playing opposite Parsons, that guy's pretty darn good.
he's
I
really good.
mean, he's not that far from being doing what Parsons can do. The
Right.
difference is speed.
Parsons
Parsons
do get
will,
off.
man, he runs people down, dude.
Yeah.
He just he runs people down like like a cheetah chasing an antelope.
And he got a pretty good little swim move. His
Yeah.
upper body is strong.
Oh yeah. So the whole idea that you're gonna have to run at him to neutralize him,
Hmm.
I believe that's how you do it. I mean, but that's old football. Run at speed, run away from strength and run at speed.
Yeah.
But I think Green Bay's defense is good enough that if you do that, you're not going to have as much success as you think you're going to have. Because
Right.
the rest of their team will get after you too.
Yeah. The whole team is well, and the backers are pretty good.
Hmm. Yeah, that looks like a very competitive football team. I'll tell you another defense, and of course they showed it last year and surprised a lot of people. They're not a surprise this year. The LA Rams, you better bring everything you've got on offense if you want to do anything against the LA Rams defense. That is a whole group of hunter killers. Man, they
They
come to make your
quietly
life miserable.
they quietly develop a really good team.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, when they had Mayfield, and at the end of that year, that defense got good, and the offense
Hmm.
did too.
Yeah.
So, and then last year, but the quarterback did really good
Yeah. Oh,
compared
yeah.
he was since he was hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. His back. He and Parsons both. They must both went to the same doctor to get ready for game one.
They juiced him
Both of them
up.
were out the whole preseason with back injuries. Oh, I'm sure you get what do they call them? Epidural or something?
Epidural,
Probably a
yeah,
pain blocker. So, I mean, you do what you got to do when you're getting paid that kind of money playing that sport. Because as
correct.
Joe Burrow famously said, there's not one day in the season that you don't have pain.
No, not one.
So live with it. You got to go. So I mean, yeah, the Rams impressed me. The 49ers, somebody does not like the 49ers. Somebody in heaven does not like the 49ers. So even though they won, how many of their offensive starters did they lose? Three?
They lost at least two, three, yeah. And they about to lose Purdy this weekend. He's
That's
banged
what I
up.
heard. Right.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play. Um, that
Who's
dude, that receiver that held out, that whatever his
Yeah,
name
he's
was,
not
what's
ready.
his
Well,
name?
Ayub or whatever, he's
Yeah,
not ready yet. He's still recovering from that
ready.
injury from last year.
He was ready enough to cry for that money.
Yeah, he was crying for the money, but he's still rehabbing from last year's injury.
Um,
And they let Debo go.
yeah, and he looked good.
Yeah, Debo looked all right. You
Yeah,
know,
he stretched. He was stopped at the 5 and dove all the way, stretched his body out for a touchdown.
Debo's Superman.
Yeah,
Thinks
he
he's
looked like
Superman.
Stretch Armstrong right there. He stretched
Probably so.
Armstrong.
Yeah, Debo is all right. Kittles is out for San Francisco. They think
Yeah,
he's going
he's
to
the
be
one who
out
got
for
hurt.
4 to 6 weeks, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's one really they lost that hurt him.
Hmm.
But they ended up winning that game. I was shocked.
Yeah. Seattle didn't close the game out. And
Y'all play y'all play them this
that
year?
was, we play,
No, y'all don't play 49ers.
we play the AFC West. We don't play the
Okay.
NFC West, I don't believe.
Because y'all would have got him this year. Dak could have got him this year.
Got Seattle? Beat Seattle?
No, it could have beat 49ers this year.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. This would have
Yeah,
been a
49ers fans.
good year to get them if you're
Yeah,
going to get
beat him
them.
up.
Yeah. But I mean, Dallas is in a position where everything that they did against Philadelphia is worthless if they don't beat the Giants. And I mean beat the Giants. Don't eke out win 16-14 on a field goal in the fourth quarter. They need to beat the Giants.
That might be what happened. Hey, what's this
Maybe
deal about giving uh, number seven a $500,000 fine? Of
they did. They already gave it to him. They
yeah,
gave him that fine, or in the preseason they notified him that they were going to fine him $500,000 because he went to his own doctors and his own trainers instead of using the Cowboy staff, because he basically said, I don't trust your staff to tell me whether or not I'm ready to play or to get me ready to play, rehab me correctly. So he went and paid his own people, his own doctor, his own training staff, his own physio, all of that stuff to get him ready.
who who fined him?
Jerry,
Cowboy?
yeah, Cowboys fine. Yeah.
Not cool. I mean, it's
No, it's not.
understandable.
I think, maybe he should have checked in and said, "Hey, look,
Yeah.
this is what I'm doing. These are the reports. This is written by my doctor. This is written by my trainer. Um, here's some video of me working out, running, so and so forth. I just want to let you know I'm getting ready properly." Maybe he didn't do that, or maybe he did
Yeah.
that, and they said that's not enough. We want to be the ones to decide.
No.
More and more, more and more. And LeBron started this mess, I think.
No.
Jordan
Kawhi
made
Leonard.
did Kawhi
Leonard
Leonard.
started
Well,
that. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the injury rehab part of it. I'm talking
No,
about just
remember?
having your own staff part of it to get you ready, whether you hurt or not. Because
Oh, okay.
Jordan had a team of people
Uh-huh.
that he worked with to get him ready. LeBron picked that up. Luca, the Mavericks got mad at Luca because Luca had like 8 people.
Oh, for real?
Work. Oh, Luca got a whole team of people. Now they're all with the Lakers. Everybody that the Mavericks ran off and said, "Get out of here. We only want you in the facility." The Lakers said, "Come on in. You friend of Luca's? Come on in, man. Come on."
Come on in.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Lucas said. He said, "Man, everybody I liked, everybody that became a friend of mine, the Mavericks got rid of,
Mm. Well,
including Boban, including Boban. That was his man. The big, tall, goofy looking dude.
the 7-6, yeah, 7.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
He did. He
most
did.
locker rooms, if you played for the team as a pro, they don't mind you
Yeah.
coming back and hanging around the locker room, high fiving you guys, and all that.
Right. Boban is. He was in. He looked good in Kill Bill though. Not Kill Bill. Uh,
You talking about
you know.
John Wick?
Yeah, John Wick. He looked
Yeah,
good in Wick.
he
He looked good.
did,
Ever,
dude.
he fought pretty
Boban did.
good.
He played his role extremely well. I was surprised.
I was too. Especially like he could really fight.
Exactly. Oh yeah. So
So,
now Boban's a staple in Hollywood.
mm,
Going to dinner with Luca, going to dinner with other players on the team and staff and all that
picking
stuff.
up
They got,
picking up the bill.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Those guys, man, those guys don't get a bill. Because, when one of those guys shows up at those restaurants, The manager simply makes a call to whoever writes the column for the local big newspaper and say,
Hmm.
you won't believe who's dining in my restaurant tonight. I got Luca, I got what's her name that owns the team. Uh, I got Dr. So and so, and I got the Nike representative, from Jordan Brand. Yeah, they're all here, man.
No
You want to come
wonder,
down and you know.
no wonder, Dirk, when I worked at Dave and Buster's, he used to come quarter to, we close at 12. He used to come at between 11:30 and 12 just to go back there and play ice hockey.
Okay.
And there was usually nobody there, but we didn't tell everybody Dirk is there. Whoever was there ran up on him and talked to him. He spoke to everybody, but we
Hmm.
didn't put it in the newspaper or anything. He used to come in there all the time just to play air hockey, 30
Yeah.
minutes, minutes. It was good to see him.
Yeah. It would
Yeah,
be you probably like you don't want the world to know at the
right.
time, but after the fact, man, if you had a photo of Dirk playing games at your place,
Mm-hmm.
then people just start drifting in to see if they can ever be there when Dirk comes
When
in.
he's
Because
there.
same thing with Cuban and his children, right?
Yeah, his
He
son.
would come in there with his son and hang out and play and stuff like that, and nobody bugged him. It was just cool that he was
Uh,
there.
my son, my son played with him for a little while when they were
Hmm.
little. But Emmett used to come and play this one game, and he requested people around him to keep everybody else around
Oh,
away.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
You mean like
and
staff?
yeah, our staff.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, so the managers did it, but he would come in there. Michael Irvin, nobody bothered him. Well, they
Right.
did, but they didn't. He could handle his own, and that's how I
Hmm.
became real good friends with Terry Glenn. Rest in
Oh, really?
peace.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to take care of him and his three kids. Yeah. Oh, Terry. I
There
miss
was
Terry.
one of the Mavericks that was on the championship team, African American brother. He's come all the time to Dave and Buster's.
On what team?
Played
On
for
the
the
Mavericks
Mavericks.
team?
Yeah. What's that brother's name? They
Yeah.
called him the Matrix.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really didn't see much of him. The only one I seen a lot of was LT when he retired.
Okay.
LT came in a lot, but you don't notice LT because he's so small.
Hmm.
Talking about this is my natural body weight. How you know? Dude, you've been big all your life. He just said, I can't talk to you. But LT was there a lot.
Okay.
Terry Glenn. It's a few of them that come in there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. There's
then Jerry,
normal people.
oh yeah. Jerry got it set up where, if you're gonna drink and drive, you go to this restaurant and he got you taken care of.
Right.
Ever since that guy ran over it, had that accident back in the day,
Hmm. Right.
coming from the
Did you
club.
watch it? Did you watch any of the documentary? Oh, that's right.
Who?
You told me you don't have Netflix, so you couldn't watch
No,
Cowboys
I don't have, no.
documentary. Yeah, it was pretty good, man. It talked about that particular episode. That was one of the things that changed that team because he was the enforcer
Oh, really?
on offense. Oh yeah. Yeah, he
You
was
know,
you couldn't mess with their players. I mean, you're going to play football, but if you were going to try to get in somebody's face, that brother was going to be the shadow that showed up, and you're going to wonder where all the lights went. You
I
know,
thought he was a little dude. I thought he was a small
no,
guy.
6'5", 6'6", maybe 280, light on his feet like a boxer. He was a
Well,
bad man.
he completed his time, which I'm glad he did. So
Yeah,
that time went
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I
But yeah, I
hate,
mean that you always hate that stuff. But back
yeah.
to uh back to present day ball. Who won this past week, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday? Who won and didn't impress you in winning?
Oh wow. UT.
But pro football, man, because you're always going to say UT when it comes to college football. Stick to pro football
uh,
for the moment.
the Raiders won, uh, but I knew they was gonna win that game. Um, wow, it's hard to say. They did not impress me. That's the question, right?
Who, what was the line on that game in New England prior to kick?
Oh, New England was giving 2.5 points away
Okay.
to the
Okay.
Raiders.
Okay. And the Raiders won by three?
Yeah, so they
Okay.
basically won by 5.5 since they was getting
Mm-hmm.
already getting to. But I knew the Raiders would win that because basically on the coach.
So you're just basically saying that Pete Carroll's a better coach, period.
Yeah, he's a better coach and he had more talent. I don't even know who his quarterback is
For the Raiders?
for the LA Raiders, Oakland Raiders. I don't know who their
Yeah, that's
quarterback
Gino
is.
who he had in Seattle.
Oh,
Gino.
the one he had in Seattle. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he did. Seattle did pretty good. They lost though, didn't
They lost to San Francisco. That's what I'm saying. If
they?
they had been able
Yeah.
to finish the game, they would have won the game. They had a chance to finish that game off and
Mm,
didn't do it. I want to say it was because I didn't watch any of it. I was just reading reports of it. Strip sack of their quarterback late in the fourth quarter that
right.
allowed San Francisco to win.
It was a relatively boring opening day to me, but
Somewhat.
it was okay. Somewhat, yeah.
Resurrection, as I said to my son last night when I was talking to him, and he had a big laugh out of this. Daniel Jones was resurrected. Somebody rolled the stone away, and Daniel Jones is resurrected in
No,
Indianapolis.
no, no. Look, Jones is a decent quarterback. He was
Okay,
just at a bad
you
team.
could not say that when he played for the Giants.
Yes, I could because he had one good year that got him that big lump sum of money. Then after that, I mean, they didn't have anything. They didn't have an offensive line. A coach got an
I,
offensive line.
do they? I don't even know who plays for
Yes,
the Colts. Him and Taylor, the running back.
that running back is really good.
Yeah,
He's
he's really
fast.
good. Those
I
are the
like the
only
way he
two
hits the
players I
hole.
can tell you that play for Indianapolis of those two
They
people.
got they got some good receivers. When I say good,
Name
I think
name
all
one.
I don't
Name
know their
one.
names. I don't know their names. But the thing about receivers, all you gotta do is catch the ball, man.
Hmm.
I don't care. Your name means nothing to me. If 4th and 5, catch the ball. Uh, that one kid caught the ball this weekend. He played with Aaron Rodgers last year. Uh, I can't remember his name. Not D Hop, but the other one.
Okay. So Indianapolis wins how many games this year with Daniel Jones at quarterback?
Nine.
You think they're
Nine
going to win
games.
9 games?
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna win that division.
You think they beat Houston?
Tennessee,
You think they beat Houston and win that division?
I I know they beat Houston to win that division.
Okay.
Houston is overrated. Stroud, mm, don't know what to say about him. He had a good first year. That's awesome. Last year he didn't do too well. This is third year, correct?
Yeah. So year
Yeah.
three should be
Yeah.
a step up year for him.
Yeah, he lost. They lost that game, correct?
They lost to Denver. Yeah.
Yep. To me, Denver's not that good, but
Denver's defense is that good. I'm not real
yeah.
sold on Denver's offense, even though they're gaga. over their quarterback. I think he had, how many picks did he have? Did he have two or three
I,
Sunday?
I can't remember. I know the first half he had one.
Hmm. I think he had at least
Yeah,
two picks.
I think
I'm
he's a
not
good
that
quarterback.
high on him. I think he's okay. He's okay, but there are 32 teams, and if you go too deep, there's 64 quarterbacks. He's
Correct.
somewhere in the 20s to me as one of those quarterbacks.
Right, but he's just what Peyton likes.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean that's cool.
Right there.
I just don't think that gives you a long run into the playoffs because I think the same thing will happen to them this year if they make the playoffs. That what happened to them when they went to Baltimore with the Buffalo last year when they had to make that step up in competition.
Yeah.
They're not going to be there.
Well, yeah. Um, Indianapolis, all they got is Tennessee, Houston, and New Orleans.
No, Jacksonville is in that is in that division with them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they got Jacksonville, Houston, and Tennessee.
yeah, that's their conference.
They got it. Daniel Jones will win that.
So
Daniel
you're
Jones is
saying, are
good.
you
Don't sleep on
saying
him.
you're saying they'll beat Houston twice, or will they split with Houston?
They're split with Houston. Houston might get lucky one game with them.
We're gonna see on that. I'm just Indianapolis has been such a place that people go to die that they're gonna have
Hmm?
to prove it to me over the first 5, 6 games
Hmm?
of the year that they're legit.
To
Man,
die?
everybody they bring in there, like they 2 years ago they drafted the kid high as a quarterback.
Yeah, but that guy
He he
had
turned
no
he turned he
experience.
turned into a flake.
Well, you knew that was going to
You
happen.
you were one of the people who were touting him because of his athletic ability at
No,
Florida.
I was one of that was one of the people I wanted to see. I had like five or six guys or seven, eight teams out that I wanted to see what happened this year. The dude only played what in Florida. That was
One
it.
season, really, one season
Yeah,
at Florida,
season. So
legit,
I
one
didn't know he
season.
was that. When I found out how soft he is, when the man took himself out the game, when he took himself off the
I
game,
know,
he lost
right?
everything.
You know what it reminded me of? And
Uh-uh.
remember the Titans when Petey took himself
Took himself
when
out.
Petey when
Yeah.
Petey quit when Petey quit.
Man,
That's what it reminded me of.
I just, I just don't understand. Um, but get yourself better. Do something better, man. Come on.
Yeah, he's got mental health issues.
You think?
I believe, yeah, I think he has mental health issues. I really do.
So they probably messed him up by playing him so early.
Probably.
I wouldn't have drafted him,
Basically,
tell you the truth.
given that he only had that 1 year at Florida, and really and truly, that 1 year at Florida, he had three good games
That's
where
it.
he looked like he was the best football player that that God ever created. But the rest of the time,
And,
he was average.
and our Caucasian brothers always get hyped over our build. Oh, look how he's built. He's statuesque. Come on, man.
Hmm.
I've seen some statue built guys that just cry as soon as they get hit. So I
I
don't
know.
know. We don't matter in size, whether it's running the ball, whether it's fighting or anything. Size don't mean nothing to a lot of people. I know a
Not
lot of
really.
us.
No, especially if you got some quickness and some toughness.
Yeah, toughness. That's it right there. Toughness.
Yeah. Because I know some little dudes, and I was really fortunate that I didn't have to play against them. But
Like I,
I watched some guys growing up. There was this little guy out of San Antonio named Warren McVeigh.
Uh-huh.
who played at the University of Houston, then played for the Kansas City Chiefs. And they listed Warren McVay at 5'7". Ain't no way in the world Warren McVay was 5'7" tall. But they listed him at 5'7". Man, weighed about 180 pounds. You put 5'6" and 180 pounds together as fast as he
Hmm.
was, man. By the middle of the third quarter, them 225, 230-pound linebackers, they was tired of dealing with Warren McVay. They just
You
couldn't quite get to the hole to close that gap.
you know, I like to see RC on ESPN.
Hmm.
Listen to him talk.
Yeah,
And as much as he talks to me, SH, that's why I get from him.
right.
And I went back and watched some of his highlights. Oh, the brother was good. He's a
Oh,
little
he could
dude
play.
like you.
Yeah,
He's
but
little
he could
like you.
play. Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
could
didn't
play,
mind
man.
hitting. He
No,
didn't
not at
mind
all.
hitting.
Not at all.
So I see why he talks the way he talks.
Yeah, I
And I
listen
didn't
to
like
him
that.
because he's done it.
Yeah. And I didn't like that disagreement they had with the guy on TV the other day. Uh, he was telling the guy, you there?
I'm here. I'm listening because I missed
Oh,
this.
he was telling the guy that the guy gave his opinion, and there's three ball players there, and plus him, and Greeny, of course. And he told the guy, your answer came from a good, no disrespect, from a non-player's point of view. Now let me give you
Hmm.
the player's point of view. The guy blew up. He got mad. He said, oh, y'all gonna
uh,
team up on me now. He said, no, we finna educate you. Now
right.
ESPN is looking into that situation and talking about doing something to what's it called RC, RP,
Why?
whatever he's because he's of what he said, because he said the guy, he said, don't, no disrespect, but you're talking from a non-player's point of view. We're going to tell you what the players see and say. Now I thought that was the purpose of having this guy on there, so you can get
Yeah,
both
and,
the
and
point of
that's
views.
and that's not the first time that somebody has taken that position. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Teddy Bruschi used to take that position all the time. He would sit there
Yeah,
on the round table and say, "You haven't played. You never played the game." Many times he said that. So I
it,
mean, the
it,
thing about RC should really be in somebody's front office in the NFL anyway.
he should, he should.
Yeah,
Now
he knows the game, man.
he told the guy, no disrespect from what I'm about to say.
Hmm.
And the guy said, "Oh, no respect, no problem, no problem." He said, you're talking from a player, from a non-player point of view,"
Yeah,
and they didn't like it.
It wasn't Michael Lombardi, was it? He was talking to
Yes, 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 yes,
really.
yes. I think yes, yes. That new guy that kind of think he knows it all.
Yeah, that's not Lombardi's been around for a while, so it must be somebody I don't
Oh
know.
no, it's somebody else. It's a guy with black hair. I can't remember his name. He's pretty
I
good
think.
though. The
Hmm.
guy's good. The guy that he was talking to was is good, and he was just saying he's, let me tell you what they think in this way, but they didn't like it. Just like
Yeah, that.
they giving Monica McNutt a hard time because the guy was wearing a Barry Sanders shirt, and she said, "So you wearing a Shador shirt?" He said, "No, it's Sanders." He said Barry Sanders, and she go, "Oh my God! All I seen was Sanders. I didn't see
Hmm.
the." They was like, "Oh,
Right,
she should have recognized that." Everybody make a mistake, dude. I mean, it wasn't
dude.
no crucial.
Was she even born when Barry Sanders was playing?
Probably.
I mean, Monica is what, in her mid 20s, mid to late 20s?
She got to be there. Yeah. So
When did Barry hang it up? About 2001 or something. When did he hang it
somewhere
up,
in
man?
there. So
Somewhere in
McNutt,
there?
yeah, McNutt may not know.
Yeah. She may not really know Barry Sanders. She probably
It
heard the
was no
name.
big. It was no big deal.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I'm as bad as anybody on old timerisms because I remember all the people that played when I was coming up that I idolized. Right?
Yeah.
I remember all those people. My children, my two boys, they're looking at me like, who? They have to go look it up because they don't believe me that so and so played, you know, um, like I talked to them about Earl Campbell. I talked to them about Joe Washington
Yeah,
and
that's the one. That's a
John Jefferson, who was John Washington before he changed his name to John Jefferson, the receiver that played for the Chargers. I
right,
mean,
right.
these are people that I knew, like Earl Campbell's mother and all of them, they went to my uncle's church in Tyler. So I would see them once a year when we went down there for Thanksgiving.
Right.
I mean, these are people that I personally knew. Joe
No.
Washington, when we go down to Port Arthur, Orange, and that area to see that side of our family, let me going like, hey man, that's Joe Washington over there. You go over and say
Joe
hello and all
Washington,
that kind of
I didn't
stuff.
know he was from Texas.
Port Arthur, yeah, oh yeah. His
Port
dad,
Arthur
his
had
dad
some
was
good
his dad
players.
was the coach. His dad was his high school coach.
I met him.
Oh
I
yeah.
met him. My older brother went to OU, so he was there
Okay.
during that time, and we got to meet him at
Mm-hmm.
his apartment. He's a pretty nice guy. He's a real nice guy. Got his autograph. He said, "Oh, y'all gonna throw this stuff away anyway?"
Dude,
We did. We just
he
got
he was so good. He
good.
was
Yeah.
incredible. He was incredible. I mean,
My
he's a
bro,
small dude. Small.
my
I
dude,
mean, real
my brother
slender.
above me, my brother above me had the same moves as Joe Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Same size too. They were both little
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. My my city. If we would have came out just a little bit later, about 10 years later, we would have dominated. We all would have went somewhere. You ever see the movie with Tom Cruise, All the Right Moves?
Of course. Oh yeah.
You see how the coach did him at the end? He
Yep.
controlled his. That's how they
Yep.
were doing it back then. All the
Yeah.
letters went to the coaches,
Yeah.
and he made the choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, coaches
Yeah.
had
There's
power
a.
back.
It's funny. There's a guy. You may have seen him that a couple. I think you've been to that Cowboys Fit downtown maybe once or twice. But there's a young black man in there. He's 37, 38 years old now. His
Uh
name is
huh.
Tim, and he's one of the trainers. So when this dude was in high school, he went to Fort Worth Southwest. He was his district's offensive player of the year. He rushed for over 2,700 yards his senior year.
Mm.
He got zero scholarship offers, dude,
That he knew of.
that he knew of. Exactly. That he knew of. Zero.
That
I'm
wasn't
going,
true.
how can this be? You're the offensive player of the year in your district. In not an easy district. It's not the greatest district, competitive district in the state, but it's a metroplex,
Right.
right? You running for almost 3,000 yards.
Ooh,
I think he said something like 22, 23 touchdowns. And you got no offers? They did him dirty, man.
very dirty.
Yeah.
But will Barkley hit 2,000 yards this year?
No, no, he won't. He won't. No. And they don't need him to. They need Barkley to get 110 yards in week 17, 115 yards first playoff game, 123 in the NFC Championship game, and be healthy for the Super Bowl. The rest of those games, he can run for 85, 90, as long as they're winning. They don't need to wear, they know what he can do now. They don't need to wear him out during the regular season. They need him running, trucking people and jumping over people in the playoffs.
That was an
Yeah,
incredible play.
that was, man. That was that, yeah, that was amazing.
I, I
I was trying to think. I think I seen one other person, but the person I saw didn't do it backwards.
Man,
I never seen anybody do it backwards, dude. Never.
first thing I did
Without
was send it to
without
my
being touched.
without being in touch. I sent it to
Yeah.
my old roommate, and I said, "Can you do this, DK? You know, he can do everything. He's really athletic, right?
Hmm.
He's from outside of Austin. But anyway, he's like, oh, sure, I can do that. He probably could because he's really good. He's really athletic. So
I seen some
even at the
guys.
age, even at the
Yeah,
age of
man.
50, he said he runs a 4.5.
Mm-mm. No, he ain't running no 4.5 at age 50. He dreaming
No,
about a 4.5.
no, he said he got time one time to hit a 4.5.
No,
He's
no, no, no,
really,
no,
he's
no, no.
really, he's really athletic. He probably could have. He probably could have.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Go find me. Give it 5 more years. I think he'll be about 40. Usain Bolt, fastest
Hmm.
man alive of all time as far as track and field. At age 40, Usain Bolt will not be able to run a 4.5 40.
There
Won't
are
happen.
some guys that when I was in
Yeah,
Austin, there was a ton of fast guys our older our age.
not 40 and over. Nah, it's not happening, man. You can run like
Because we all
guys that used to run 4.4. If they're still running in their 40s, they're running 4.6.
we had a flag football league,
Mm-hmm.
and if you didn't have a team, all the other teams got to watch you try out 40s
Okay.
and stuff like that before we can draft you and put you on a. Man, we had
Mm-hmm.
quite a few older guys running 4.4s, 4.5s.
You were hand
Quite a
timing them,
few.
and you were giving them
No, we
grace.
had 10 times, yeah.
Promise
We
you.
wasn't
I
giving them
promise.
grace.
I promise you. You were giving them grace, Lance.
No.
You look up when you have time. Look up fastest recorded times for distances for men over the age of 40. Guinness Book of World Records. Anything you want. Any way you want to check it. The human body is the human body. There's only certain things it is capable of doing at certain stages of its life. There's a reason that you don't have defensive backs age 39. Best trained, best paid athletes in the world, in the history of the world, man, at age 38, the legs are gone, bro. And
Mm.
they're training all the time to stay in the league and in the money. They are motivated to stay in the money, and they can't do it. So you're going to tell me that a guy with no motivation to go for the money is going to be able to do it? No.
Yes.
He may want to in his mind, his body won't let him do it. His body's going to tell
I,
him, you got to start thinking about the rest of your life, real estate license, engineering, management over here, management over there. No, you're not running 4.4s and 4.5s at that age. Brady was playing
Who?
and being timed at 5'3" and 5'4" in the 40.
Yeah, but he was running that when he was 18.
I know. I know. I'm making a joke, but your body just slows down. It
It
just
slows
doesn't have
down
the
if
same explosiveness.
I
It
slowed
just it,
down
it
when I
wasn't
hit
meant to
60.
happen. Dude, let's see, what year was it? 2000, 2009? 2000. No, 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 no. It was 2000. It was a year 2000. So year 2000, I am 43 years old because this was prior to my 44th birthday. And I was in really, really good shape. I mean, I was in really good shape for a man in his early 40s. So we're back, my hometown, Snyder's family get together. My son's there. He's 13. Yeah, he had turned 13. So he's there. I got two nephews there they're all born like within 8 or 9 months of each other. So they're all like 13-year-olds. They're all, gearing up to be top-notch athletes. My one nephew, he ended up being the starting quarterback at SMU. So I'm going to take these guys out to the old junior high football field where I was a star,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to race. We're going to run the 40 in. Start at the 40, run to the goal line on my signal. Three, two, one, go. I'm out of the gates, man.
Hmm.
I was always a good starter. So we're at the 20, headed toward the 15, and out of the corner of my eye, I could see them easing up on me. So I go to shift into a higher gear to hold them off for the last 15 yards. You know the rest of the story.
They got you.
Pop the hammy.
Look. Look, my old roommate, my money goes on him. I think he did it. I ain't no doubt him. He was always a fast runner. He's about 10 years younger than me, so and he's the only one out of all three of us that's still active in sports. Flag
Okay.
football, basketball. I think he did it. He's pretty fast. Now, a young Lance would beat a young Darren. You follow what I'm
How
saying?
young? How young a Lance?
I mean, just take me back down to 22, 21, 22,
Okay.
and keep it and
Okay.
put him at 21, 22. I get it. I get it. I
Hmm.
keep telling him that all the time. I get it. I seen him run at his best. So yeah,
When I was 21, I ran two. I ran a 4.45 and a 4.55 back to
mhm.
back for Detroit. They came for pro day.
Okay.
Of course, back in the day, we're talking about 1970s now.
Yeah.
Everything was
That's
everything was hand time.
all right.
Even
You
track
got a
meets
problem with that?
back in the
You got a
day,
problem
even
with that?
track meets. Well, I mean, it's not as exact as digital timing. We know that,
Oh.
right? We know it's not as an exact science as digital timing.
Bo Jackson said that electronic was it messed him out of some points. He said all the hands was faster and the electric was slow.
Hmm. Don't work. It doesn't work that way. The human
Well, that
eye is always going to be one step behind. So your
now
movement of your hands is going to be slow.
I did see Barry Switzer in a group when they go, they wait a little bit, then go hit the clock.
Mm.
And we sit there and laugh, like, when you gonna start the clock? After they get to the 20? And Barry's looking at like laughing and giggling. And then when he do his Barry Switzer show, he said, "Yeah, I got some 4 threes and some 4 twos,
Yeah.
but technically he didn't."
It's funny because he didn't have to do that. He had some legitimately guys that could run.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
he
he had
had
some
some
guys
real
that
good
could fly,
players.
man. Legitimately fly. I mean, he had guys running second team.
There's a kid on UT, number 13, a white guy.
Hmm.
He's fast. Have you watched him?
You're talking about the kid that caught the two touchdown passes, right?
I don't know if he caught two. You know that I missed. That they scored all them points within 5 minutes of the game,
Yeah,
so
it was real quick.
I didn't get
It
to
was
see.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
yeah.
you're talking about the same kid that caught the long touchdown pass, he caught another touchdown pass as well.
He's fast.
A short. Yeah, he is fast. He's not as fast as a Wingo kid, supposedly,
Really,
but he looks faster than Wingo
he looks
does.
fast. He looks
Yeah,
really fast. I was impressed with his quickness.
he reminds me of Sunday Night Football guy when he played for Cincinnati. That same kind of long, gangly body,
Hmm.
but is really fast. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's on Sunday Night Football, the color commentator
Colin
on NBC. Yeah,
Collinsworth, Chris.
Collinsworth. Yeah,
Yeah,
Collinsworth. He doesn't talk about it much, but he can pick them up and put them down, man. He was
I,
pretty
I didn't
fast.
think I didn't think he was fast. I just thought he was a very good route runner.
That's what people think. No, he can run, dude. Yeah, he can run a little bit. He has some speed.
I like Chris. I liked him when he played
Yeah,
in
he's a good guy.
Cincinnati too.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. He's the real deal. He's a conscientious guy. Calls it like he sees it. Doesn't play favorites. Again,
He
he's one of
does a
those
little
guys
bit.
that I don't think so. I think he calls it right down the middle. I think he has too much respect for the game to, elevate somebody above somebody else simply
Because
based on his likes and dislikes.
he wasn't gonna call this year. He came back and called it though.
Oh, really? What was he going to
Yeah.
leave? Well,
Oh, he
you
was
have
just
a
gonna
reason?
retire. Oh,
Really?
his physical health was
Hmm.
deteriorating. He was getting a
Okay.
little older.
His son is in the business now.
Yeah. And it's amazing because the older players, when they see these young Chris kids and all that they be like, I didn't think you ever get there.
Hmm.
But speaking of which, I think I sent you a thing about art. With art, remember you said nobody was worried about his mechanics? That's all Booger McFarland and all them other guys was talking about was art
Yeah. Yeah.
mechanics. Come to find
Yeah.
out, he's supposed to have a hurt shoulder.
Well, Sark said he doesn't. Now, who knows? If his coach doesn't
Yeah.
know, if his coach doesn't believe he's hurt, how the people who've never been in the locker room or on the sidelines don't say he's hurt?
Because when he threw that one pass in the first quarter, that number 13 was open. I sent you the video.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the
And
play. They showed the play
he threw the
over and over
ball, and his
again.
face was like, oh, when he threw the
Yeah,
ball. Like,
understood. So nobody in football has ever, or baseball, or even basketball, has ever made any kind of a move, and you went, "Dang, what was that?"
man, he threw the ball 10 yards short of the receiver.
I know, but that
He did a
happens.
Cam Newton like
That happens to golfers. Something tweaks in your body
Hey
that one
man,
time, and you're like,
I
"Where'd that come from?" You played the game. You know this.
yeah, but this dude, he got a messed up throwing motion. I'm telling you.
Okay,
And
well,
then
we'll keep
everybody
seeing
else
him
jumped on the
as as
mechanics
long
of it.
as long as he keeps throwing 4 touchdown passes a game. I'll live with it.
He ain't gonna do that. I mean, they got
Well,
lucky that this.
let's wait and see because everybody's lucky if you
He
don't think they can do
cause,
it.
cause it was nothing. That take away that 5 minutes. 5 minutes, the score was 10-7. So I just
What
don't
what what
see
was the
uh,
what was the final score?
take away that 5 minutes.
What was the
That
final
five
score?
minutes,
What was the final score?
10-7.
What was the final score of the game?
Now, their defense get a little love because the offense messed up so much. The other team missed 3, 4 field goals at the start of the game. Wait till they play some better. They got UTEP this weekend. UTEP will give them a little struggle, just a little.
You,
The thing is, UT is at home, and they'll be a little. They get all right. They get some good calls and some and whatnot. I know
dude,
that the spread
they
this
could
weekend,
give,
the spread
what
this
is it, 30
weekend is
points? Is it 30?
30, 38 and a half.
They'll cover that.
Oh, I'm sorry, 36 and a half.
They'll
They
cover
didn't
that.
cover last week. Over and
They'll
under is
cover they'll
54.
cover. That's
They did
about
it.
right. I'm thinking 45-7, 45-10. Yeah,
Ooh,
45-10.
you still like them suckers that much? I can't see it. We play Oklahoma plays Temple.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Temple, and I thought
Mm-hmm.
Temple was going to give us a hard time because they blew out two teams, but anybody can blow out Howard and UMass.
Yeah, because Howard does not. I don't. Well, Howard will be good in their own league, but not playing Division I teams. They're not. They're not up
Yeah,
for that. They've just a good paycheck for them, and to go to Philadelphia and play Temple.
yeah, and UMass is mm,
UMass is a basketball school,
yeah, yeah.
pure and simple. They're a basketball
Hey,
school.
hey, what you think about this? LeBron James. Uh, he kind of threw it out there, and he said people like him and KD and others should not have to wait to go to the Hall of Fame.
You can say all you want to. The Hall of Fame has rules, so you just stick by the rules, and everybody else had to go to get in there. So
Yeah,
it'll be an honor and a privilege for him to go in whenever it happens. But they're
they
not going
just
to
throwing
change
it out
rules for
there.
anybody. Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah, they
keeps their
just
name. It keeps their names in people's minds, and that's basically it. You sent me something else where they're comparing LeBron to some of these present day younger players,
yeah,
and
that was
who
no, they were
cares?
just
I
who
know.
cares?
I mean,
A
is he
lot of
is he
people
better
care.
than Tatum? Is he better than this guy? Is he better than this guy? Is he better than Kawhi? I mean, if you love LeBron, you're going to say yes. If you think LeBron is has
But these
peaked and is
people,
on his downhill side, you might say
them people
no.
don't love LeBron. They don't like LeBron. The ones
Nah,
that were
dude.
talking. That's what made
Yeah,
it
how do
so
you
funny.
how do you know? You
I
are not
follow
in the
these
pre you
guys.
are not in you're not in the pre-show meeting where they
I follow
decide
these
which
guys.
position. They just Lance, they don't talk to you about what they decide, what
No.
position they're going to take in the pre-show meeting. Half the time, those guys are
Uh-uh.
taking a position that's not theirs. It's entertainment. They're playing a role.
Okay.
They're playing a role, man. That's not
Okay.
who they are. If you see them out at a restaurant, sit down with them, they're not the same person.
No. What I'm saying is, every show they come on, those two particular guys, all they do is knock LeBron.
Okay, then they're
If
not
that's their
genuine.
position, it's
Yeah,
their position. No, what they're saying is they open their eyes. They might hate LeBron, but reality is he's a better player than 90% in the league.
yeah. Of
And that's
course
all
he
they're
is.
saying. They was acknowledging in that. Even
How
though they
can
don't like
you?
him,
How can you be? And this is what gets me, and this is why I think some of these people, I guess they went for the whatever to see how they looked on screen, and whoever was picking people for these shows says this guy looks like somebody that'll attract an audience of Hispanics, and this guy looks like he'll attract an audience of Asians or whatever. If you're a true sports fan, the only reason you don't like LeBron is because he beats your team. If you're a true sports fan and what you're looking at his performance in the arena during the game. When you see LeBron James play, all you can do is sit back and applaud. He's that good and has been
I
that
agree.
good since he was 18 years old. And one of the things that ticks me off more than anything is these genuine people who just to get a few likes or get somebody to check out what they just said on Instagram or find a short on YouTube or something, say outlandish stuff that if you catch them alone, they'll take no, I mean, I was just saying that the producer was saying we need to do something to get the numbers up.
Mm. I have heard that before.
It happens all the time, and it's one of the things that I dislike about the current media swarm around athletics. Period. Uh, and I guess as one of my ex girlfriends says, I'm a dangerous man because I'm genuine. I don't I don't let all that outside stuff. That outside stuff doesn't affect me. I love the beauty and in some cases like football, the brutality of the game. I love it for what it is. And I give props to people who are good at it because I know
So,
how hard it is to get to
oh
that
yeah.
level to do what they do. Because as stupid a game as football is, and it's one of the dumbest things any human being could ever do. If I had a chance to do it at that level, I'd be there doing it.
I
It's
remember talking to Terry Glenn and I met Charles Haley. And I told him I graduated in '79. They talking about patent helmets. Oh, you didn't
yeah.
have a helmet? You had that leather pattern on your head.
Yeah.
Charles
Yeah.
Haley,
When
very
when
nice
I was
guy.
when I was in high school, they had just started experimenting with crash helmets. So my junior and senior year in high school, we played with motorcycle helmets that were
Oh,
adapted
really?
to be football helmets. Yeah, they were Bell motorcycle helmets, that they had to put the face mask on and you put, a little bit different padding and stuff like that. So you'd have uh, coverage over the very large screws for the chin strap and all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, because concussions, and that's the weird thing. So this is 1973, and you know when the concussion settlement happened. So in 1973, in high school football in the state of Texas, they were already concerned about concussions to the point that
Mm.
they were experimenting with crash helmets for football. So they've known about this concussion risk thing for a long time.
I know I had a few.
Yeah, I have too. Three that I remember very well, one of which I understand people taking their own lives because I literally thought that I was going to die. The pain
Hmm.
was that bad. And back in the day, this was 1970. Yeah, this is 1975. I was a freshman. And they were giving for extreme pain back in those days. I guess I don't even know if it was an opioid or not, but they were giving something called Darvon. And the trainer gave me Darvon, and then he gave me more Darvon, and then he gave me some more Darvon. And my head was still
Oh,
hurting. And he told me, he said, I have given you all the pain medication I can give you. If I give you any more pain medication, I can be charged with a felony.
right.
And dude,
And what
my head was exploding.
and
I
what you
mean,
do on the next football game? Put your head right back in there,
of course I did. I was back at practice on Tuesday. It was a Saturday night game. And I was back at practice on Tuesday.
Look, that's why I quit playing defense. I hit a guy so hard that I got up and I didn't know where I was. I said, forget this, let me run the ball. I
Yeah,
can
well, I
protect
mean,
myself better.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I remember our starting fullback, Steve Nord. I know his last name was Nord. I believe he was a year ahead of me. This is in high school. We were playing, I want to say we were playing La Mesa. I'm pretty sure it was La Mesa. He was our starting fullback, tough guy. I mean, just one of those guys that you get mad at him in the locker room, but you really didn't want to get in that fight. You would do it if you had to, but you really didn't want to. He got hit, got knocked out cold.
Hmm.
I mean, knocked out cold, helmet to helmet. He went down like he'd been shot. Never played another down of football in his life.
Ooh, I don't blame him.
Just, I don't know if it was psychological. Like some guys, they just don't believe they can ever be hurt, and definitely don't
Hmm.
believe they can ever be knocked out. Or if it really was the concussive force was so bad that doctors and his family decided he shouldn't play anymore. I don't know because I never talked to the guy. We were not friendly. So I never talked to him and I never ever asked anybody about it. I just know he never played again,
Was he
period.
a white guy back then?
Yeah, it was a white dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't friendly with the right whites back then.
It depended on a little bit, depending on two things. Number one, what side of town you were from.
Right.
So, like the white guys from our side of town that we grew up playing on the same teams with and stuff like that, we were like
Mm-hmm.
brothers, right? And
Yeah.
then there would be a few from the other side of town when you got to high school that you found out they were kind of cool that you could become friends with. But a lot of them, same team, working for the same thing, man, come on. Never talked to them. Didn't talk to them in the hall, didn't talk to them in the locker room. Mm-mm. No.
Hey, quickly,
And yeah.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna
No,
say, I mean, and it was no animosity. It wasn't like something was gonna
right.
go down.
Yeah, it was just
It
how it
just
was.
we yeah, it was just how it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Quickly, what are your thoughts on the Chicago Bears quarterback yesterday,
Caleb Williams.
Williams?
Caleb Williams he is Patrick Mahomes light to me,
Mm-hmm.
meaning he has all the ability that Patrick Mahomes has. His arm, his escapability, I mean, all of this stuff. He has all of that. And I 100% believe, because I know how he was raised, I've heard his parents talk, I've heard his coaches talk from back in the day, that he wants to win. I really believe this. I really don't think he's mentally tough, dude.
You think he checked out?
I think no, he didn't check out. He's so good. He's so good, and he's been so good for so long that I don't think he has the ability to turn the flame up, to get grittier, to get nastier. That extra gear, that extra drive. That's
Mm-hmm.
you maybe you had to spend your life overcoming things, and you had to ask more of yourself than just all the God-given ability that you have. Now maybe that's something you that he can develop. I don't know, but Michael Jordan, LeBron, there are some other guys that I could name. They have the ability to turn the flame up. It's not hot enough. I need to go to another level. And I'm going whether y'all are coming with me or not. I'm
Right,
not
right, right.
sure. I'm not sure he's got that yet. I hope he has the ability to get it. I don't think he's got that yet.
Well, it was, it was on him. He missed them. He missed some passes at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. When you think about guys that are elite quarterbacks,
Yeah.
man, I saw Mahomes knock sideways, throw a ball from like the 37-yard line into the end zone in the Super Bowl, and his receiver should have caught the ball.
Hmm. Well, what you think about that Minnesota quarterback?
He's
I'm
got
not
he's got a
sold
little
on him.
something. No, he's got a little something. I'm not sold on him 100%,
Right, right.
but McCarthy has a little something.
He has that. What you just said, you can turn it up.
Yes, yes, he has that ability that coaches used to say so and so and so and so would not let you lose the game.
Look, they said that kid since his junior year in high school, he's I think they said 80, no, freshman year or something. He's 80 something in three in
Sounds
football
about
games.
right. Sounds about right. Yeah,
Because he didn't start at Michigan until his senior year, right?
junior
Junior
or
year.
senior year.
Junior, because he had one more year left.
Yeah, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of those kind of guys that just absolutely will not let you lose the game. I mean, somebody else
Like
is going to
Tebow.
have to
He's
mess it up.
Tebow is.
Yeah, Tebow S with more quarterback ability than Tebow.
Yeah.
Tebow's one of those guys is one of the greatest athletes to ever play in the NFL. But as I told a whole bunch of people when he was coming out of college, Tebow's not an NFL quarterback.
No, but he's not a tight end either.
He's not a tight end.
He
He's not
couldn't
an
block
H back.
one
He's
from.
not. He's not an H back. He's all three. He's part flex tight end. He's part H back. He's part quarterback. The young man that plays for New Orleans
Uh-huh. I
out
know
of
what you're talking
BYU,
about.
right?
Right.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Tebow had decided to be Taysom Hill, Tebow would be going to the Hall of Fame because Tebow can do everything Taysom Hill can do, but better. But he wouldn't. He would. His pride was in his way.
I don't think his pride was in his way. I just think he didn't have enough talent to
Man, Tebow
to
can run,
block.
dude. Uh,
I don't think he
six
when
six
they
6 foot 6'3" and a half, 245 pounds. And
put
as
that weight
hard as
on
as
him.
hard as he ran and tried to truck people, he can block because blocking as an H back or a tight end is basically shading somebody. You're not trying to pancake anybody.
Right, right.
You're just trying. It's a leverage block, right? He could have done that. He could have
Nah,
caught
he
the
didn't.
ball. He
He
could have caught the
didn't.
ball. He could have run 7 yards and out to the sideline and caught a pass.
He didn't. He
He
didn't.
didn't want
He
to. He
couldn't.
didn't want to. I'm sure they talked to him about it. Somebody had to talk to him about
Oh, they talked to him. That's why he put on all that weight to play running back or fullback
it.
and tight
Now
end.
he's not a fullback. That's not that I would have never put him in that position. But if I was opposing team and he was an H back, I would have been scared
Mm.
because he could throw the football. Now you run a couple of trick plays with him at H back going in motion and taking a snap and then taking three-step drop right back. Yeah, he can throw the ball down the field. You could have run all kinds of different schemes with him on the field. But again, I mean, it's his life. But yeah, I think JJ McCarthy's going to be fine. I think
You think
I think Minnesota made the right decision long term for for that franchise.
getting rid of Sam?
Yeah, Sam, you can't have them both because Sam's going to want to get paid, and he's going to want 4 years or 3 years with an option year. And by the time
Who
he's ready to option out, you got to decide.
where did Zeke go? Zeke playing? He in the league? Hello?
I'm here. We went dark for a second. I don't know what happened.
All right, we had a little difficulties there. You back?
Yeah, it must have been a sunspot. Who knows?
Yeah. The last question I asked is Zeke in the league or what?
Zeke.
Yeah. Is he in the league? Is he running for
No,
some
dude,
team?
he's in Cabo or somewhere, right?
Is he? I don't know.
No,
I haven't
dude.
heard.
Look, no, I can't. I haven't heard his name. You know, somebody from the Dallas press corps would be saying something if he was on somebody's team. Because people around here still like Zeke. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, they don't have any hard feelings against Zeke. He never, walked on anybody's back or anything like that. I mean, he was a pretty decent guy when he was here for the most part. So that somebody would be reporting that he's somewhere backing up this guy. I think he's just, man, I think it's his time was up. He was so bad last year. It was almost embarrassing. I mean, I hurt for him to see him lumbering out there, running like a second string linebacker.
But he was in shape last year.
Well, he was in shape for a man of his age who had taken the pounding that he's taken. Those carries, man. I mean,
He got what? He about
he had
28?
done it. Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm talking about with running backs. That's why I was talking about that in the way about the young man in Atlanta. Man,
Uh-huh.
by the time you're 28, 29, a running back in NFL, it's time to take up another profession.
Yeah, but that guy in Atlanta, he runs differently. He's
He
not
does,
no
he
power
does,
runner.
he runs differently, and they're limiting his carries because they do have another running back that has some ability, so they don't have to run him into the ground. Zeke was Dallas's running back in those early years when he
Correct.
was here, and he
Right.
carried a load, and he was good at it. That's what he's supposed to do, right? And he got his money. People say he was
Yeah.
overpaid, but he got paid.
No, I don't think so.
You don't need to take. He's a young man. He's maybe 30 years old or something, 31 at the
Less.
most.
Yeah.
I think he came into the
At the
league when he
most.
was 20, so he may be just 30.
Because he
Dude's got
came
50.
in with
He
that.
got 50 years ahead of him, man. Take that money and go have a good life.
Yeah, just take that money and budget on it.
Yeah. I mean, plus he's in the league long enough. He's going to get the full pension, you know,
Oh,
from the league when he hits 50 or whatever it is, whatever that age deal is. And he's a legend in
when he hit,
Columbus at Ohio State.
when he hit
He's
that
going to
Social
have some.
Security at 62,
Well,
he get good
he's
money.
gonna he can go sign autographs here and go to this camp and that camp for kids and make 10,000 here, 15,000 there, and so on and so forth. He's got a good life ahead of him.
All right. Let's close it out with this. Washington at Green Bay. Talk to
I'm
me
taking
quick.
I'm taking
Talk
I'm
to me
taking
slick.
Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay straight up. I don't know what the point spread is, so I'm taking
Green Bay
Green
is
Bay
giving
straight up.
Green Bay Green Bay is giving up 3.5.
I think that is too much. So I'm taking Green Bay to win the game, but I'm going to take
Mm-hmm.
Washington to cover the 3.5 points. I think it's a 21-20 game or 24-23. something along those lines.
So say they were saying that Green Bay played Detroit, whereas Washington only scored 21 points on the Giants. But like you say,
Hmm.
Giants is better than what they show.
Yeah, defense. Giants have a good defense, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think this is going to be a. What's the over under?
Uh, I don't have it.
Okay,
It's
I'm
probably
betting.
going to be like four. It won't be no more than 48. Green Bay
Yeah, I
games
was
are
saying. I
always
was thinking
like 48,
47.
46. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
Fun as usual. We need to get some other people to come on here and chop it up with us. But this is on
I got
YouTube. People have a chance to see it and see what we do, and hopefully they will come
I
on
got
here
some
and
I got some Cowboy fans that want to well one
well, hey,
his mindset is just like yours, which I don't know if I can take that. But he wants to come one day. So
we'll tell him come on in. I'm going to invite some people as well because I want people to free flow. Don't hold back. See what they got to say. I want to know what the real deal is running around in your head. And yeah,
squirrels.
all right, brother.
All
Have a
right.
good
See you
evening.
later.
I'll talk to you